Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel CCUK Resin. And who's ready? Day 21! Christmas is only 4 days away, guys. So day 21 of this advent calendar make from Create and Bloom. Let's see what we've got and let's see what we're going to make with it. Not many left now. So let's have a look. And what have you thought of the last few projects? Let me know in comments. And obviously check out createandbloomcrafts.com as well, which is where this advent calendar came from. So I wonder what we've got today. We had a pigment yesterday, a glitter the day before. I'm going to go with interference powder. Let's have a different colour of interference, shall we? If I'm right, we'll find out. I have been wrong most times when I've guessed. So, here we go. Ooh, another glitter. So this one is called Cherry Pop. Oh, that is nice. Bit of gold, pinks and purples. Absolutely stunning. What are we going to make with this Cherry Pop though? That is the question. I really want to do an axolotl, guys. So I'm sorry, I'm going to do one. I'm going to make one. Because I love axolotls, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this cherry pop glitter in there. I'm going to use some white. What else am I going to use in there? What colour is that? So that is the cherry pop. I like that. I like the hellebore. I love honeycomb as well. And then let's give him some completely different coloured legs. What colour legs? Well, let's use the sky blue. Let's use those colours. And I'm going to get the axolotl mould. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so here we go, guys. All I've done is I've put two eyes in there, two of the glass eyes with the UV resin. And now I'm going to split this reasonably evenly. Because I want some for the white, some for some glitter, and then some for each of these colours. Now I don't have to completely fill them, because with these, I quite like pouring a little bit of clear in as well and seeing what effect we get. So that is 5 pots. And we know that these axolotls take about 5 ounces. So we should be about right. And it's just going to be interesting to see what it creates. And these are so much fun to do, you know. Doesn't take a lot. It's just literally a bit of resin, some colours, some glitters, whatever you want to put in there to see what it creates. So let's go with that cherry pop first, because I think I'm going to want probably the least of that. So I'm just going to pour some straight into the resin. So this is that glitter from today. And I think that's enough. Now we're going to mix up the rest of the colours as well, and we're going to see what we get by pouring it. But it doesn't get much more simple than this, and that's what I love, because they turn out absolutely stunning. So let's have a stick in there. Just because I'm doing loads of different colours, it's easier sometimes to use sticks than wiping your sticks. So this is going to be hopefully just mainly in those legs, that sky, which I think was yesterday's colour if memory serves correct. Then we're going to use some honeycomb. You can always reuse these sticks as well, guys. And I just thought these colours might go well together. They might not at the end of the day. But it's all part of the fun for me. And every one of these axolotls turns out very different. And I think that's part of the beauty of doing them for me, is every time you add a different colour, every time you add alcohol ink, every time you add something different, you get a different effect. So we're going to have all of these different colours and a white in this piece. And we're going to see what we get. Simple as. No alcohol inks in this one. This one's just going to be the pigment pastes and that beautiful glitter. And we're going to see what happens. There we go. That's our supreme white. So there's the colours. And we are literally just going to go for it. I think. I don't even know if I want to dirty pour this one, or if I just want it as it comes. So I'm just mixing that white, making sure it mixes all the way around in the resin. Beautiful. Now that hellebore, it's a beautiful purpley, look at that, purpley pink. Absolutely stunning colour, that. One of my favourites, I think, in the Create and Bloom range. This glitter reminded me a bit of it, so that's why I thought I'd use that. Then the honeycomb, which is obviously more of a yellow. And then we've got the sky, which is blue. Now, I don't know if these colours look like they should go together or not, but we are going to find out. And I still might dirty pour them. I'm still deciding about that. But let's get the glitter in first, the same as we did last time. I want to try and make sure he's reasonably level. And obviously I've got to mix that glitter around. So it is mixed in. Beautiful, look at that. So that is our glitter. Now I want some to go into the horns, or gills, whatever you want to call them. I do like a bit of sparkle in those gills. And this is all going to have to go in because essentially I've only got 5 ounces of resin here. So let's get a dirty pour cup. And I think, what colours do I want to start off with? I think I'm going to start off with a white. I'm going to try and do this, I think, in a couple of layers. So some white, some hellebore, some yellow, and I'm just going to add one touch of this blue. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. That'll do. Then go back in with the rest. Let's try and do this in 2 layers if I can. And we will see if this works. We get nice colours, or if it just looks a mess. There's only one way to find out with resin, and that is to just pour. White. The rest of that hellebore can go in. Let's say I shouldn't have much spare resin here because I mixed up just over 5 ounces, I think it was. There we go. So there's those beautiful colours. And I'm just going to pour this. Whatever will be, will be. Straight into that glitter. Into the tail as well. Down into the head. Up into the feet. I'm going to do something else with the feet as well. So I don't want them completely filled, but I think it would just be cool to give them a top tone. If that makes sense, but I'm loving these colours together. They look absolutely stunning. So I do want to scrape this though. Because I want this to be the main colours. A bit in the toes. And I think this guy's going to be so cool. Just with that glitter on the front as well. I think we're going to be onto a winner. And you can often tell, do you know when you pour those colours, you can just think, yes, it's going to work. Or no, it isn't. And I think this time it will. So I have got a tiny bit of clear left. So now I'm going to use a bit of that now. And then I'm going to fill these legs mainly, and possibly the underside as well, with this sky blue. Let's see what that creates. Mainly want it in these legs there. So he's almost going to have completely different coloured legs. I love doing this and watching how it pours as well. The resin from the legs into the actual body itself, because obviously it will carry on doing this until your mould's completely full. That's part of the fun for me, is just filling these feet and watching it flow into the main piece as well, and giving you again another completely different effect, I think. Come on. Almost there, not quite. So what I'm going to do now is just scrape the rest of that out. I can. And try and just get the rest of it into these legs. And then I'm going to completely fill them with whatever colours I've got left. I've still got some of that hellebore left, and I've still got a tiny bit of this yellow. I just hope I've mixed enough resin here, guys. I think I did. So let's have 2 on the front in the yellow. There we go. Whoa, it helps if you get it in the mould, guys. Don't do me, take your time. Might as well put a few drops of this in the rest of it as well. And we are virtually there now. So I'm just going to literally trickle this hellebore in as a final colour. Hopefully get it as a thin stream. And there we go. I think that is pretty full. Now we're going to put the curing machine on and let's see what happens. But I'm going to just scrape these into a drip mould at the side and we'll see what this looks like when it's cured in a couple of hours. See you in a sec. So here we go, guys, and it's been about 3 hours in this curing machine. I'm pretty confident this axolotl should have been cured, and we're going to see what we've got. Hopefully it's going to be gorgeous. Hopefully it's going to still see that cherry pop glitter on the top, and we're going to see. So let's demould. Now, if you've seen, well, you will have seen if you've watched my other videos, they can be a bit of a pain to demould, but we will see how we get on. Hopefully the eyes have worked okay in this one as well. So I'm just going to squirt 1 squirt of alcohol in there, and that just helps the whole thing loosen up and demould. So first thing is tail. And you want to get the edge over the end. And once you've done that, the whole thing becomes a lot easier. So here we go. He says. So here we go. And that 1 squirt of alcohol, it really does make a difference, guys. So I would recommend it if you're doing axolotls a lot. Highly. Because these gills are an absolute nightmare to demould. And it's the shape. Look at that. So once you get one, the other one comes loose pretty easily. Here we go. And we should be able to demould him. Over the head, over the gill, and then it's just the gill on the other side. Here we go, and he's loose. So that's good. So this is the underside. That's looking pretty cool. But let's turn him over. Oh, hello. Look at that. I'm loving those colours all intermixing. Let's see if his eyes have worked. Oh, this one's perfect. Look at those beautiful eyes. That gorgeous glitter. Bit of semi-transparency in those gills, but I love that with the glitter on. And I think he's turned out pretty cool. And hopefully you can see why I love doing these axolotls. All of those different colours came together beautifully, I think, and made this little axolotl. But he does need a name, guys, so do me a favour, put a name in comments, and as always, please subscribe to the channel. It's free, it helps us grow. So I hope you've enjoyed this make, and if you have, come back for tomorrow's make, where who knows what we'll be making. Will it be another axolotl? Will it be a frog? Will it be a coaster? It could be anything. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll get you some more pics of this. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.